I'm Laura and I'd like to talk to you today about We Buy Any House companies. Now, I'm sure you've heard about them and seen the adverts. You may have even made up your mind about them already, but I'm going to talk through a few important points because they're not all the same. In this video, I'm going to cover big questions and some insider information that most people don't know about, such as: how do you choose a cash house buying company? How do they operate and what kind of prices you can get with them? What's the catch? What are common pitfalls and how can you avoid them? And loads more. Right, let's get started. But before we start, it would be great if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel. So first of all, We Buy Any House companies buy houses directly from homeowners, either by using their own funds, by securing third-party investors, or buyers on their books. They can often give you a quick and hassle-free sale, taking away the problems that come with being on the open market, such as not getting offers and feeling like you're wasting time. And usually these companies will buy any house, flat, bungalow, whatever, and wherever it is in the UK. The process of selling your house to a We Buy Any House company is usually much faster than selling through a traditional estate agent. In some cases, the entire process can be completed within a matter of weeks, which can be a big help if you need to sell your property quickly and make a fresh start. The good news is that you can sell a property if you have a mortgage, but you must inform the house buying company about the amount of mortgage that is still outstanding and any other loans that are secured against your property. Even if your property has structural issues or needs repairs, a We Buy Any House company will usually make you an offer and pay for the repairs, or get their team to do it before selling on the property to an investor or putting it on the market for a profit. Honestly, I've seen all sorts of things, including a house that had a hole in the gable end wall. Yes, really. And then there was another that just needed a garden fence to be replaced. So whatever the issue with your property, big or small, you can still get a cash offer for your house. We Buy Any House companies typically purchase properties in any condition and location, which can be especially helpful if you're struggling to sell or if you need a quick sale due to financial difficulties, divorce, or other life changes. This means that you can sell a house that's in probate to a We Buy Any House company. However, you will need to provide the company with the necessary legal documents, such as the grant of probate, in order to sell it. To put things into perspective, I'll compare We Buy Any House companies with estate agents. But before I do, not all are the same, so there's going to be some generalization, but here's a comparison guide. Number 1, speed. We Buy Any House companies typically offer a faster and more streamlined process for selling your property. They can provide an offer within days and complete the transaction within weeks. Traditional estate agents, on the other hand, may take several months to find a buyer and complete the sale. Number 2, convenience. Selling your property to a We Buy Any House company can be more convenient as they handle all aspects of the sale process. This means that you don't need to worry about staging your property or conducting viewings, which, let's face it, can be time-consuming and stressful. With a traditional estate agent, you'll need to do some sort of staging, be available for viewings, negotiate offers, and handle paperwork side of things as well. Number 3, sale price. We Buy Any House companies may offer a lower price than market value in exchange for a quick and hassle-free sale transaction. Traditional estate agents typically aim to achieve highest possible sale price for your property, which may take around 3 to 6 months, and sometimes longer. Number 4, fees. Traditional estate agents charge a commission fee based on the final sale price, which can be several £1,000s. We Buy Any House companies do not charge a commission fee, but you'll get less than market value due to them covering the fees and giving you the convenience of a quick sale without a chain. Number 5, flexibility. Traditional estate agents may offer more flexibility in negotiating the sale price and timeline. We Buy Any House companies typically have less room for negotiation, but they do offer a guaranteed sale. But using an estate agent isn't the only option available to you as a homeowner wanting to sell. You could put your property into auction. Here's some things you should know about property auctions though. Number 1, sale process. We Buy Any House companies typically offer a quick and hassle-free sale process, whereas property auctions can be a more complex and lengthy process. In a property auction, interested buyers bid on the property and the highest bidder wins the property. This process can take several weeks or even months, and there is no guarantee that the property will sell. Number 2, sale price. We Buy Any House companies may offer a lower price than market value in exchange for a quick and guaranteed sale, whereas property auctions can sometimes result in a higher sale price if there are multiple interested buyers bidding on the property. However, there is also the risk that the property may not sell at all or sell for a lower price than expected in a property auction. Number 3, fees. We Buy Any House companies don't usually charge you a commission fee, but in a property auction, the seller is typically responsible for paying a commission fee to the auction house, which can be several £1,000s. Number 4, buyer profile. In a property auction, the buyers are typically investors or cash buyers who are looking for a good deal. In contrast, We Buy Any House companies may attract a wider range of buyers, including those who could be intimidated by the auction process. Number 5, timeline. We Buy Any House companies can usually complete the sale within weeks, whereas property auctions typically have a set timeline for the auction process and completion on the sale. However, did you know that there are different types of We Buy Any House companies in the UK? Some companies purchase properties directly, while others act as intermediaries between the homeowner and the buyer. And some companies focus on specific types of properties, such as commercial ones, while others purchase any type of property, including HMOs. So how do you choose which We Buy Any House company is right for you? Well, one step towards choosing the right company for you is to ask them a question. That question is, are you registered with the Property Ombudsman? If they are, it'll give you confidence that you're dealing with a reputable company that can offer a customer-friendly service. If they aren't, ask why. The Property Ombudsman are approved by the government and protect property buyers. Organisations that are a member of the Property Ombudsman have strict rules and regulations, as well as a code of conduct. What this means for you is that if you're unhappy with the service from a member of the Property Ombudsman, they'll deal with the situation in an unbiased manner. So ask if the cash buying company is signed up to anti-money laundering regulations. If they are, any exchange of funds will be legally protected. The next thing for you to do is to look at league tables on property review websites such as All Agents, as well as sites like Trustpilot to find reviews that have been written by previous customers. The more you can find, the better, because they give you an idea of what people really think. People like you that are selling their house. Video testimonials are also a great way to see how people feel about the cash buying company you're considering. You'll get to see genuine comments that should give you confidence that you're making the right decision. Right, up to now I've talked about how to choose a We Buy Any House company and the situations where they can help. But what exactly is the process for selling with them? They'll all have their own little differences, but this is a rough outline to how they all operate. Here's everything you need to know. The process of selling your house to a We Buy Any House company typically involves the following 6 steps. Number 1, contact the company. The first step is to contact the company either by filling out an online form or calling them directly. They will usually ask you a few basic questions about your property, including its location, its size, and condition. Number 2, property valuation. After collecting some initial information, the company will usually arrange for a property valuation. This can be done in person or virtually, depending on the situation. Number 3, offer. After the company has completed their valuation, they will make an offer for your property. This offer will typically be less than the market value of your property, but it will be a cash offer. So that will be the amount you'll have in your bank account. The offer might come as a surprise to you if you think it's low, but keep in mind that every cash buying company pays an additional 3% stamp duty on the top of the current rates for each band for individuals. What's more, a cash buyer will usually cover all of your solicitor and legal fees, including conveyancing, which would cost you around £1,000. As well as this, they'll pay for redecoration, renovation, and any repairs that are needed, because they'll buy in as is condition. They're taking a risk because your property could be subject to market fluctuations and not sell quickly, meaning that it's tying up money whilst they have to pay council tax. Then there are business costs that come with having an office and paying a salary to the staff. It might be possible for you to negotiate the price if you think your property has been severely undervalued. To negotiate the price, you should first do your research and have a good understanding of the local property market. This will help you determine what your property is worth and what price you should be aiming for. You can also use online property valuation tools to get an estimate of your property's value. Once you have a good idea of your property's value, you can start negotiating with the We Buy Any House company. Be prepared to explain why you believe your property is worth more than the original offer, such as your property has a brand new kitchen, a larger garden than your neighbour, or you've got planning permission secured for an extension. It'll be a stronger argument if you can provide evidence, such as recent sales data and invoices for improvements made to the property that might increase its value. Remember though that the We Buy Any House company is also looking to make a profit, so you may not be able to negotiate a price that is too far above their initial offer. What you need is a solution that focuses on what works for you. An honest, ethical, and professional buyer will never try and confuse you or scare you into accepting low offers. Number 4, acceptance. If you're happy with the offer and believe it to be fair, you can accept it, and the company will move forward with the purchase of your property. Number 5, legal process. The company will then handle all of the legal aspects of the sale, including the preparation of contracts and completion of the transaction. Number 6, completion. When all of the legal work has been completed, the company will transfer the funds for the purchase of your property to your bank account. This can typically be done within a matter of days, although it may take longer depending on the company and circumstances, such as bank holidays. How long the whole process takes from first inquiry to completion can vary from company to company. A lot of cash buying companies will say that they can buy your home within 30 days, but if you're going to use a We Buy Any House company, make sure that you're not rushed and you work to your time frames. After all, you're the customer and you have the asset that they want, so make sure it goes at your pace. So what documents do you need to sell your property to a We Buy Any House company? Well, as with any house sale, you'll need proof of identity such as a driving license or passport, property title deeds often registered digitally with HM Land Registry, leasehold or freehold documentation, an energy performance certificate, a property information form, a fencer certificate giving information about replacement doors and windows, boiler documents and gas safety certificates, an electrical safety certificate, details of your mortgage, plus any paperwork relating to any alterations or extensions. Don't worry though if that sounds like a long list, because your We Buy Any House company will be able to help you obtain these, and some companies will even pay for the certificates that are required. Now, a few moments ago I mentioned the offer and valuation, but how do We Buy Any House companies determine the value of your property? Here's a little insight for you. Researched, reliable figures are the cornerstone of a reputable cash buyer because it means that you get a fair price. An independent survey will give you peace of mind that your property is being valued correctly, so you'll know that you're getting a fair price for your home and not being ripped off. Now let's find out about some of the pitfalls if you end up choosing an unethical We Buy Any House company. Some rogue cash buying companies initially offer around 80 to 90% of your home's true value, then delay the selling process and submit a lower offer at the last minute because you've based your plans on their initial offer, meaning you're desperate to sell. This is an issue in the cash buying industry, but can be difficult to regulate because there are genuine cases where valuations have to be changed because of something identified by a qualified chartered surveyor. The Ombudsman Code of Conduct for property buyers states that an offer price should not be reduced late in the selling process without a valid reason explained to you in writing. It also states that the company must confirm any further changes in writing, and if anything needs investigating, they must inform you again in writing within 15 working days, stating how it impacts the offer. All this is another reason for choosing a company that's registered with the Property Ombudsman. Here's an example for you of deliberate overvaluation and a price drop at the last minute. The We Buy Any House company starts by giving you a high valuation, normally over the phone, and offers 70 to 80% of the value. So they'll say your property is worth £125,000 and make you an offer to buy at £87,500. Then they delay the selling process, drag their feet, and send a valuer who surprises you by giving the property a true value of £100,000, not the £125,000 previously mentioned. The cash buying company will then offer £70,000 in the hope that you'll go along with it because it's too late to do anything else. That's a drop of £17,500 and you've already put things in boxes ready to move. Here's a disclaimer. Most of the genuine cash buying companies won't engage in such tactics, which is why it's important you read their reviews before you sign. Some cash buying companies might make an initial offer without assessing your property, the area, or finding out about your situation. And some may use contracts with loads of small print designed to baffle you. Some may hurry you to sign by assuring you that there's nothing unusual in the documents and that checking it will only delay your sale. Truth is, there's no reason for small print if you have nothing to hide. Am I right? Whilst I'm on things to look out for, I'm going to mention the one-man band with no cash to buy your property. This wannabe individual who will live locally, has no cash, and uses a traditional mortgage loan to buy your house. One-man bands are rarely regulated, so they won't follow Ombudsman guidelines, which puts you at risk. What's more, they're unlikely to be part of a trade body and they won't have to adhere to advertising standards guidelines, meaning they'll frequently make false claims. One-man bands are often poor communicators too because they're trying to deal with too many things at once. With little or no legal experience, no access to industry tools, and limited property knowledge, any deal you make is likely to be on shaky ground. Their limited resources mean they often have to high fall through rates and can't provide you with a plan B if things go wrong. And a plan B is important because if the worst happens and your property fails to sell, the cash buyer should have an alternative solution so that your sale can continue and you can still be able to meet your deadline. That brings me on to disputes. If something goes wrong along the way, what can you do? A reputable company should have a complaint procedure in place so that you can raise your dispute and have it handled properly. Less reputable companies won't have this. Of course, the way We Buy Any House companies handle disputes with sellers will vary depending on the specific company and the nature of the dispute. However, if you have tried to resolve the issue directly with the company by contacting their customer service department and explaining your concerns, and there hasn't been a resolution that is satisfactory to both parties, you may have other options available. This is where it's important that the company you're dealing with is a member of the previously mentioned property ombudsman, because you'll be able to raise the issue with them and hopefully reach a conclusion. Okay, I've been talking about loads of different topics and covering things to look out for when selecting a cash house buyer, but ultimately who you sell your house to and how you do it is entirely up to you as the homeowner. It's a personal decision that's going to be influenced by your individual circumstances and your current priorities. We Buy Any House companies can be perfect for sellers that value speed and convenience over maximum sale price. So all I'd say is to make sure you do your research so that you can make an informed decision that meets your needs. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell icon for notifications. Bye!